Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents World Religions, The Great Faiths Explored and Explained by DK, read by Rochelle Cannon. What is religion? Author's Preface. What does it mean to be religious? It means almost everything, because religions deal with the whole of human life and death. For thousands of years, people have searched for the meaning and truth of their own nature and of the universe, and religions, which deal with the whole of human life and death, are the result. Even the natural sciences were originally religious. Only in the last 300 years have religion and science come apart as ways of exploration. We look at religions now as communities of people who share practices and beliefs, often in God or gods, who gather in special buildings for worship or meditation, and who live in special ways in the world. We know that more than 3/4 of the world's population consider that they belong to a religion, however little or much they do about it. So what does it mean to be religious? It means so many things to so many different people that often they contradict each other. It can mean believing that God is the source and the goal of life, or that this is at best a juvenile distraction, loving one's neighbor as oneself, or excommunicating him or her to a fate far worse than death. It can mean consulting witches for wisdom, or burning them alive, having a soul or not having a soul, obeying the command to be fruitful, or taking a lifelong vow to be celibate, withdrawing into silence, or speaking in tongues. It can require shaving one's head or never cutting one's hair, going to mosque on Friday, synagogue on Saturday, or church on Sunday. It can mean praying, meditating, levitating, worshiping, entering into trance and ecstasy, building St. Paul's Cathedral, the Golden Temple, and the Great Pyramid, crossing oceans and continents to go on pilgrimages to holy places, to convert others, to fight crusades, holy wars, or jihads. It has also meant the inspired creation of music, art, icons, symbols, poetry at the very farthest stretch of human imagination, and yet it can also reveal itself as trivial sentiment. Religions and natural selection. So what is religion? The Latin word religio means something done with over-anxious or scrupulous attention to detail, and from that use it was applied to what we call religion, because of the way in which people performed sacrifices in those early days. The word may come from a verb, religare, meaning to bind things closely together, which tells us something very important about religions. Religions bind people together in common practices and beliefs. They draw them together in a common goal of life. This goal may be life in the most literal sense, since religions are the earliest protective systems we know about that enable people to have children and raise them to adulthood. The importance of this is obvious. Natural selection and evolution mean that wherever the processes of birth and bringing up children, that is, passing on genes and looking after children, are best protected, there, human communities survive and flourish. All of us are built by genes and proteins, which are protected in 2 ways. The first is our skin. The second is the culture in which we live. Early worship of gods and goddesses was very important, for it provided a shared culture where symbols and stories, community approval and disapproval, were held in common. Culture and cult both come from the same Latin word cultus, worship of the gods or of a supreme being. Worship and belief in a higher power form the foundation of culture. Although as people learned more of the deities with whom they had to deal, the ideas, pictures, and beliefs about God have changed greatly. Culture is protective, and religions, with their different patterns of belief and practice, are the earliest cultural systems that we know about for the protection of gene replication and the nurture of children. Religions, sex, and food. The question of survival is the reason many religions are so...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?